All right. Zuma always let us know the consent that we are live.
Mhm.
Um, all right, yo. So Nerd Z, is you ready?
I'm ready.
Del Pesh, is you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Gotta stay ready.
So you don't have to get ready.
So you have to get ready.
Um, the world. Are you ready? I'm joking. Um, in a world where Santa Claus, do you plan on taking your vaccine? Santa Claus, are you worried about COVID-19? Santa Claus, do you plan on taking your vaccine? This is the vent. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville.
Good note
We,
hitting. That was good note
yeah,
hitting.
I'm getting my vocals up. You know what I mean. R&B album coming soon. It's gonna be called what is it called? The Book of a Toxic Toronto Man.
Okay. Okay.
Ah!
All right.
The book of TTM. It's gonna be some terrible intro. What are you dealing with? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yo,
Oh.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
you might
Um,
want to copyright that again. But go ahead. You might want to
Yeah.
copyright that.
Somebody might take that.
well, we will know where it came from. Um, how are you guys doing in this weird weather that is nice on 2 weeks to Christmas and
Well,
windy as hell?
well, I mean, I feel like I'm going to be going on a vacation based on your guys' numbers and your degrees because I've posted recently on my IG story of the snow
Oh, I
that
saw that.
accumulated in a matter of hours after shoveling already. Okay, so snow came to like my knees. So it'll be nice to get away from the amount of snow that I've been experiencing and the amount of shoveling that I've been experiencing. I think I have a back spasm. So
Ooh.
yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh,
come to Toronto and lay down. That's it. Relax.
you know what's the worst? When you're shoveling snow and you're putting your back into it, you're putting your body into it, and then you hit a part in the snow where it just stops, like it gets stuck. It's
Oh,
like
oh,
Oh,
sudden stop in your back
yes.
and your whole vertebrae.
you.
yo, that
Ah, that
Your
messes your
body
whole
just stiffen up in the weirdest position, like ah
flat.
ah.
Like it makes sense why the Looney Tunes move the way that they do. Like stiff like a wall.
Oh my
that is
lord!
painful. That is really painful.
That one shoulder, and that's when you hear it. When you hear the like, okay, you might hit the edge of a curb, and it's like ah, like it's hot, you know. All your wrists bend up. Sometimes your wrist might bend up
Trust
straight,
me.
bend up.
Trust me.
You hit the
Oh,
shovel and then hit the shovel. The shovel drops on the ground.
nah.
You're like,
It's
you
You
when
have to
got
it's
tilt it a little bit.
when it's unexpected. No, it's you know it's bad when you shovel and you're like your whole body's in the swing of it, and then the shovel hits, but you're still moving. Like
Mm-mm.
that's when it's bad.
So your hands just slide down the shovel, like so you feel more pain in your back. It's like it's not fun.
Like
It's not
this is
fun. That's not
you're
fun.
like here, and it's like oh.
yo,
The thing about it, I love
Oh,
shoveling snow though. I love shoveling
me
snow.
too. Me too.
Like I remember sometimes I'm shoveling and I would kick the snow because it won't work. Like I'll get stuck and like toot, toot, kick. I want a snow blower or something
oh,
like that. That would be pretty
the
cool.
kick tech. So like you shovel and you kick the
I actually
shovel.
got one.
Oh yeah,
I got a snow. Well, I mean, I have to, especially with my back
yeah.
spazzing out like this. I have
Out there, you probably need it still.
to.
Now
Probably.
is it all the hype? Wait, is it all the hype though? Like, do you? Okay,
Do
in
you need
terms
a
of
snowblower?
it compared to like just doing it the traditional way, it's
You
easier.
need a snowblower.
It's blessed. It is blessed. It is
You
blessed.
and the reason why I say that it's because the rate of how much snow actually falls on the ground, you need a snowblower. Your body can probably not handle every day to the capacity of what is needed to shovel every day.
I seen some people do some evil things with a snowblower.
Oh, just straight up, just like toss it in the.
It was a neighbor beef thing. So,
Jeez.
the woman would blow the snow in their area, and they'll blow it away on the street, but she would just blow it across into their area. So they said, "Yo, one morning when it was still snowing, I said, like, why don't they wait till the snow end?" And I'm like, no, he's out there. And I realized what he's doing. He's just angling and said on the person's car.
Yes.
So it went up high. And snow's already coming down.
Just
so it's the
petty levels, man.
So now it was just mounted. You didn't even see the door. You didn't see anything. Because the snow came too, like another 20 centimeters. And then all you see is a mound of snow on the car. And the woman, she was just like this with her brush the whole time. And it was like, it was going nowhere. And you know what's the worst thing when it snows? And you're trying to clean the snow. You know, I feel like I set myself up for failure bare times. Like, because you see this snow in your car, right? Decide to go get your snow brush, right? But you want to warm up your car at the same time.
Oh, of course.
So you open your car door, snow drops in your car.
Oh.
Sometimes you stick your body out to start the car. You forgot you left your window wipers going, so all that goes on the side of your car. You just can't win. But it snowed a bit out here, and then it kind of just got hot, like warm, like 6 degrees, 7 degrees.
I heard
but
double
then it
digit.
got but it got windy.
Like thunder type of wind?
Like evil type of wind, like
some wind that stops you in your tracks mid-stride. Like,
this sounds like Wizard of Oz type of wind. What?
And it was some crazy gusts. I'll be driving on the highway. I thought there was a car accident, but it was actually like leaves and things just flying past the highway. I was like, oh, this ain't no joke.
Pause. It is December. You said leaves.
Yeah, you said you
can still see leaves.
Like those freaking leaves that are like fall, not like leaves that fall, but like whatever that was on the road. Whatever. I seen trash. Whatever is leaf trash. I seen sticks.
Oh, because I was about to be like, the trees are so bare. What are you talking about?
Some areas, the pizza style, the sign blew down. I seen a store where they have bar beer glass. The wind broke the glass in their convenience store. Yo, but the thing about it's like the convenience store man just saw it and just didn't know what to do with himself. He just looked. Like, you're just watching everything happen. You're just like, you can't even get mad. You're just like.
He just shrugged. He's just like, I mean, okay. And the thing is, like, the shop's still open. So now you're inside and it's just like.
Breeze blowing, chips back. Yo, I was like, it was pretty crazy. Like, it was windy. But I was just like, if this was snow, we'll be getting slapped up. We'll be getting slapped up with wind chill, but it wasn't too bad. I went to the hair store, and I thought I was gonna be able to just go in the hair store discreet, get some things. Breeze.
Wait, why have to be discreet?
That breeze blow that door, flew it open. Like, I couldn't believe it. And the funny thing is, like, I didn't even open the door like that. I'm not opening the door all the way like that. I just opened just to slide in. Yeah. That breeze took the door out. I had to pull the door back in. And it was one of those things that I was like, the breeze flew in the place, and then the breeze flew into the building, like flew into the store. You're seeing the weave just flying on the racks. You're seeing like papers fly. You see the on the right side where they have, or the left side where they have the shoplifters. Their photos are flying all over the place. I just closed the door and I was like, and I'm like, man, now I'm gonna have to walk in the salon, and everybody know that I'm gonna walk in, and now they know I just left the door open by accident.
Was this like a 2-hand stronghold or like a 1-hand stronghold to
It
pull
was a
that?
2-hand. You know
It's
how
usually two
sometimes a
hands.
2-hand door, it's a 2-hand pull in, and then it's one of those things that you ever try to pull one of those commercial doors closed, and it's like
It
the
fights you a little.
stopper. It fights you a little because the stopper wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. The closer wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. So that was not fun at all.
No, man, that's crazy. That's some real wind. Like, now you making me second guess this whole like venture now. Like,
Because of the wigs were blowing all over the place. Just know, make sure your hair is secured.
Like no. Like the rest of the week's gonna be okay. It's just Saturday was just people were wilding out though. Like when I left at a place, that was in short sleeves, no problem. He's just grin on his face. It's like yes, it's windy, but
I've seen a lot of dog walks. People walking their dogs, happy as hell.
Just like yes.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to be around that though. I can't lie, because I would like to not wear 7 layers of clothing. I actually would enjoy seeing some shorts and some bald knees about now.
Well, just make sure with the wind, y'all wear nothing that y'all can't expose yourself. You know what I mean? Don't wear something that things don't fly up or away, like weaves that is attached by glue and all these other things.
All I'm seeing is like a lady. My hair, it don't move. My hair.
Oh, it'd kill me. Because that wind will steal your hair, bro. That wind will. I see wind stealing hair like it was shoplifting, like legit snatching it off women's head. And then it's like, all you see is AI braids, yo. I've seen cornrows, the kawaii braids, and like this what is it? What do they call those beige do-rags? Like skin wig caps?
The wig. Oh, I call them the stocking head cap thingy.
Yeah, yes, they are.
I always look at that. I think that's like the thing part to the Velcro. You know, you have Velcro, and you have the fluffy part, and you have the sticky, the rough patch that clips on. I'm looking at that. That's what it is to me when I see it.
Oh.
So it just snatches on. I don't know if that's how it works.
Discussion. Velcro.
Like how Velcro looks.
Velcro.
I don't know if that's how it works for the hair, for the ladies. That's something I'm not great. But I know the super glue is. I never understood the glue. That's one thing I could say. I'm like, what type of industrial glue?
Crazy wind that you guys were describing, so it doesn't blow off. It gotta look real, like Maybelline. Come on now.
Does that wind? Does that glue actually hurt?
Like Maybelline. Yeah, what the fuck?
Does that glue actually work?
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
We're gonna learn
if you do it right, yes. If you have the technique, yes, it works. Like really good.
We got to use that in a construction field. If it's that serious, if it works like that, but it's waterproof and thing. What is the compounds in this glue that makes it merely destructible? I swear this glue might go through like an atomic bomb and still be snatched. Baby hairs intact. Maybe the glue is the vaccine. Like maybe the glue could be a preventative measure.
I can't. I'm so
for the COVID-19 variants. Okay.
So the glue is so strong that like you see like it was like a cartoon. You see like a ball of the Omicron come in and it just can't go through the glue. Like it's just
while ingested. I don't know. Like y'all just have to just put the glue with the mask.
Are you pitching this to Trudeau? You like
weave glue intact, my fellow Canadians, with these new masks built with what would they call the glue? What's the glue called? What's the brand?
Bond.
With Bond.
Bond weave or weave bond.
as
Hairbond.
we bond together, my fellow Canadians, we would like you to initiate these new masks with M95 infused with Bond compound.
Ain't nothing getting in.
This will help with the COVID-19. Instead of taking the vaccinations, we decided that you guys can wear the masks with the Bond compound. If you have pressure problems breathing, please consider,
consult with a doctor.
consult a doctor, or different alternatives that we plan to use for COVID-19 is to prevent. There's a lot of decapitations of ears due to the tension of the mask in the back of the ears.
Oh.
My fellow Canadians, we decided that we have been having a big corporate sponsor with Eco Styler Gel. We appreciate the business we have with them to hold everything together.
But Trudeau, doesn't the glue have a toxic smell?
My fellow Canadians, do you have a toxic smell? Okay.
Oh.
Because I'm tired of you guys. Let me tell you guys something, my fellow Canadians. You guys need to understand that I, Justin Trudeau, is doing this for the nation. Okay. And COVID-19 is a very difficult thing that we as fellow Canadians will work together to ensure. We will be as one as the bonding of African American or Canadian African American, whatever blackface I decided to be a part of that day. We will bond together, my fellow Canadians, and we will figure this out. When it comes to these type of situations, we have to work together, my fellow Canadians. We have to not look at the shade or the faces that we decide to I'm joking.
He turned an alien. What happened?
But yeah, the wind was crazy. The wind was crazy. The wind was crazy. You just French translator, yo.
Oh.
You just pass it. You never see them do that? Sometimes I feel like they pass it this French translator.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah, and then Doug sometimes.
But they take
Doug
a hot pause. Yo, that was you walked in way too early. You didn't even have the pause in there yet. Like
I know. Where's it? Doug Ford.
Canada.
Bonjour Canada. Ça fait that's all I remember,
On difficile ton pour la nation.
You ever hear? Jeez. You ever hear like those automated like messages on the phone when you call like customer service? And it says, I'm like, okay, that's one. So I'm not gonna dial one because that's French. You're like, je sais parler français de. And I'm like, I'm not pressing nothing.
Yeah.
Main menu. Do you ever press one? And like, okay, I know where I'm at now. I got this.
At least you know, right? Some people would be stuck on the first part.
Once you had talk and a vu and all types of
More times I hang up. So more times some people hang up because they hear French first and they're like, wait, hold on.
Right?
I didn't press this. What are we hearing French?
But it's like did you forget you live in Canada? Like this is a bilingual country.
Welcome to Canada Revenue Agency. Say alle deux. All right, yo, I'm hanging up the phone.
Right?
I called the French number.
Canada.
So we're bilingual, but like for some reason the States they don't have an official language.
Just English.
But I don't think that's official. I think it's just implied. I don't know if
English, no, English is their official language.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear they were moving in
what language? Where?
In the States. Because since we're both English and French,
yeah,
theirs is like
it's American English. America. It's American English. America. English from America.
Which is very, very, very different from Canadian English. You cannot lie about that.
It's Z over here. It's Z, not Z.
I mean, we have a lot of U's in areas that a lot of American language does not have.
Like color.
The same as our R's and our E's.
Color your damn
right?
Damn sissy.
It's right. Whoa.
Or even like, yeah, our R and E combinations. Some words are ER, the others are RE.
Center. Centra.
Yo, if anyone pronounces Centra, you gotta.
Centra. What the hell is this?
You gotta take a Duolingo class.
You have to spell like an American.
Right? With no U. Yeah. Color with no U. I be looking at that so sideways sometimes. I'm like, can I spell this right? I didn't spell this right. No, this is.
Yeah, sometimes this color used to catch me still.
Trust me.
Because I'll be watching color. I was spelling color in class, and then I watch PBS because it's in America, and I see COLOR. I'm like, who is right?
Right? Confusing the poor kids.
Who's right? My teacher? Who am I going to trust? My teacher or LeVar Burton?
Right.
Always trust LeVar Burton. That's what I say.
Especially when it's airing.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
I have to trust Reading Rainbow.
From Buffalo.
About all the books. He told me about from Buffalo, New York. They told me all the answers to these books.
A place that anytime I pass by, I say Walking Dead out loud, and I just keep driving.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, shout out to Buffalo. I understand you guys work very hard to move out of there. I understand. Anytime I try to glide by their vehicle, I'm just looking and I'm just like, Walking Dead.
Welcome to West Her, New York.
We can't lie. They be influencing us really good, though.
Buffalo, New York?
They got it.
I don't know.
They got it.
That's funny.
Shout out to Rick James. Shout out to WBLK. Shout out to Griselda. Shout out to
even have a radio station with us.
Yeah,
I don't remember what I was. I think Buffalo. We were going there for the discounts for the bus trips, church bus trips. Them church bus trips.
Oh, I want to give an update on that. That's dead.
Them church bus.
What do you mean that's dead?
It's the company. The company is like, we're not risking any of y'all getting COVID. You're not suing us, so they sold all the buses. That's clapped. So
we don't care how much you prayed for us. We don't care how much you prayed. We're not transferring you guys nowhere.
Yeah, that's the era is over. There's actually a breaking news. Actually, no, the era is over now. So all those bus trips gone. Companies like, we're not taking a hit because when y'all get COVID and
I feel like there's some of them are probably still going.
Like,
nah, when my mom's friend. So when my mom asked her friend, like I think the organizer, she's like, nope, the company just sold everything out and then just done. So that's I don't know how Buffalo's gonna make it because we kind of fund their economy. I don't know how Erie's gonna make it because what happened with Erie is Erie, Pennsylvania is ever since we stopped going, like half the shop and COVID too and everything going on, half the shops had to move to Buffalo. So all those people lost jobs there in Erie. So Erie's, I don't know, man.
Yeah, Erie's very eerie right now.
Erie is very eerie right now. Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna work, guys. I don't know. The bus trips that era is over now. So
I hope not, because you know what?
I don't need the bus trip anymore. I don't need to go on those. I'll drive over. If I need something, if it's really that serious, I have a car or I rent a car, I'll drive. I don't have to worry about anybody else getting on the bus to cross the border. I go at my own time. I leave at my own time.
Well, what about the people who don't?
Like, is everybody here?
can't just think about you.
It was gonna take me back. You'd be waiting in the parking lot for that one person, and they'd be like, you know what? Just let's go. We'll refund them
waiting
after.
for that one person. Everybody's watching that person. Just leave them. It's like, no, they just came from Canada. They just got their visa and the thing. They can't go out there like that. You cannot leave the person there. You cannot. You cannot leave them. We brought them there to New York and we have to bring them back. You cannot.
That's the culture though, still.
One time, I'm saying one time, many times, but I'm telling you one time of that many times. Like some people were late, and what happened is like, there's like, you know what? They'll meet us at the mall. And it's true. Remember, we're not in our own terrain. So it's like
yo, I remember I seen smugglings, brethren. I seen us smugglings. I say, so I need to go back to Toronto and my family down there. I'm trying to find my way back. And then it was looking and said, all right, just come through now.
Oh, you guys,
I'm not gonna speak any further on the grounds it may incriminate me. Or well, actually, no. This what is it? This was years ago though. This was when I was like 10.
Someone just said they could have been.
I remember just seeing a person there that wasn't on the bus ride there with us, or we went, and I'm looking at the person. I'm like, you know, you're a kid, you just stare at something like, you know, someone, yo, I don't know you. You weren't here, yo.
You weren't here, yeah. Like, who are you? Where'd you come from?
Where you come from?
Where?
Who is you?
Whole line of questioning like it's a country.
You don't question as a kid. As a kid, you don't question, you just let it go. You just mind your own business.
Yeah. But you look at them with the eyes of
yeah, and the anxiety and your anxiety just kicks off a little bit. But speaking of anxiety, in Toronto or Ontario, where Queen University is, Queen University students can postpone exams over COVID-19 anxiety.
At Queen University?
Queen University. It sounds expensive. Queen facility. Well, I don't know. Wow. Queen University says the facilities of engineering, arts, and science adjusted their policies after students raised concern about attending exams. Students who feel distressed about COVID-19 in their community have the option to not attend exams this term, with makeup exams offered early in the winter term.
Oh, okay. That's
So they're not testing from their home anymore, it seems like?
Well, one of the key things that was a change to it was the changes come after the Kingston, Ontario school confirmed a virus outbreak in the student community, and after the Louth Health Unit announced the case of the Omicron variant not linked to travel. So, Queen is advising students to avoid social gathering and says it's planning to distribute rapid COVID-19 test kits next week. So basically, I guess until they have everything under control with these rapid test kits, you know, you don't have to take exams. So it's not necessarily anxiety. It's just, they're just like, you know what? We want to be responsible as a... We don't want these guys go back to back home with the Omicron. That's to be the most terrible time of the year. You know, Christmas. That's a terrible gift to get.
That's a much-up gift.
That's a gift you don't want to share with your whole family.
Worse than black hole.
Yeah, that's rough.
Or getting no presents.
Or getting books when you wanted a PS5.
So what's happening to... So this is a choice. So some of these people can choose to delay or do a makeup test or whatever. Early December or early winter semester, which is literally just now. So I'm a little confused. Usually exam week is about this time of the year.
Yeah, but I think it's for winter term, so like January around that time because they're not gonna do it
Oh,
around Christmas because it usually ends around December
right.
ish, and then it comes back January. So January schedule, they're probably like, yeah, I know you have 8 courses, but you still have this final exam,
Yeah.
so you're
Uh,
gonna have to hold that down.
COVID stress. Go ahead.
COVID stress. I have still haven't recovered from my COVID-19
Yo,
But
stress leave.
that is real though. I mean, that could definitely be a real thing. If you lost your job, that's traumatic based on COVID. And because you got let go, that is a stress. You're like, where am I going to get my income from? And I got let go and released because I didn't meet the mark.
kind of like that. Yeah.
You think the government gives a hoot about people's mental illness and trauma? Hell
Well,
no.
they care enough to give them checks to stay at home.
Well, you know what? They think they think that, you know,
Money
working
solves
on
all
trauma
problems.
not even money solves that harm. Maybe trauma, like fixing trauma, is more expensive than just giving out money, which doesn't make sense. But you know what? Are we asking for the government to make sense nowadays?
We're
I
asking
mean,
for a lot of cents and nickels
you know,
and
I
dollars.
wonder. I wonder.
We're asking for a lot of things. Like
Is this,
Um,
you know,
the cheaper groceries. How the rice twice this year? No, I want to vent now. How I go to the grocery store and the price rose twice this year. They told me once. They lied to me.
yeah, you know what they call it? It's called inflation.
Like,
And then the other word that Jamie loves to say because we're in a pandemic. So
oxtail is gonna be $30 next year. I like.
be ready to not be able to eat your own.
I'm wait. I want the only way oxtail goes down is we as a people have to discriminate oxtail.
I mean,
So
we might have to.
I'm gonna say this. I hate oxtail. I hate it with a passion. It looks terrible when it's raw. I hate oxtail, and I
No, no,
do not like oxtail.
no, that's not how it works.
So if I don't eat it, you shouldn't eat it too.
I'm not gonna do oxtails.
Okay.
I'm gonna do rib tails. I'm gonna do the same recipe with the ribs.
I don't like oxtail, but I like cowtails. Okay.
Yes.
So that's where I'm going. Oxtail. You know, I don't. No. Okay, we got to do better, guys.
$30 next year, man. We're tripping.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You go to the store, you want to go buy it at a restaurant. I feel like if you buy oxtail at a restaurant, you're always gonna lose. You're always losing. You're going to lose every time.
How?
Because I feel like if you just cook your own, I feel like if you cook your own pot, you're gonna get your value worth. You could eat till God knows until the pot is done.
I think you could say when God interferes. I was like, what? God interferes, like, that's enough. That's enough oxtail today. That's enough.
Yeah. But like if you go to a restaurant, it's like a gamble, right? You know, they throw it in your pot. It could be just oxtail gravy. It could be just they might just throw it in your rice and peas, and it could be just a clump of rice and peas poured over oxtail gravy, looking like oxtail.
I don't know where you be going, but
sometimes when it's mixed, when oxtail is mixed, if it's a good oxtail though, it would fall off the bone. So sometimes you might get an oxtail that the bone is gone. You just get bone and oxtail gravy ready to go. So you're like, yo, dog, half of it's off. It's like a half moon of oxtail on a bone, and that piece of meat is holding it together, like holding on for dear life.
Yo, I feel for you. Like I don't put myself through that type
I
of
never
stuff.
had that issue, but I've seen people have it, and they're soft. I see people have that type of struggle. I'm eating my rice and peas or fried chicken. Someone bougie decide to go get oxtail, and you're looking at them like, look at their place. I'm like, oh, so you're not gonna buy your oxtail? You only have 4 pieces. Oof.
So
you just have to hold out our gravy, just mixing gravy and thing. Pray to God there's a little piece of oxtail in the gravy.
Because of praying.
Well, I mean, like for whoever that person was, you need to go to Nice's in Scarborough. That's the only place that give you serve. They're not selfish, all that good stuff. And it tastes good. For oxtail.
You gotta go to Scarborough. That's the.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, hold on. Nicey's serve oxtail.
Yes, they
Nicey's
do.
in Scarborough serve
and
oxtail.
And it lasts for 2 days.
Wait,
is that
what?
Is that the Chester Lee Knox Nicey's?
You get the big one, and you can split that. Sorry?
Wait, hold on. Is that the CLE Nicey's you're talking about?
CLE?
Chester Lee one?
No, Chester Lee is West End.
If you're telling me if it's
Well, my Markham?
Yeah, but I think. But is that Chester Lee?
It's like Markham
okay,
and
just
Steele.
make sure, because if it's CLE, I'm not going over there for no oxtail. I do not play with them type of places. Hell no.
I think it's Markham and Steele's.
Markham and Steele's? Because Markham and Steele's?
Yeah, I traveled.
Markham and
I've been up there, but that's I don't know if that's worth the travel.
You have fun with that. I'm not gonna go with
I'm the type if I want to eat something good, I'm sorry, I'll travel for it. So
to a certain point I would. Like I'd go all the way for like what I go all the way for? This is not far, but like Spadina if I want tacos at like what it calls 7 Lives. Or if I want to go to what's the farthest I've been? Probably around Steele's.
But I'll travel if I want vegan. I'll go to Vegandale.
Vegandale? Oh, why that?
Yeah, since Spadina near Parkdale. It's a listen.
Parkdale.
It's a proper vegan food place.
That's not bad.
Around Parkdale, yes, around Parkdale.
You talk about the infamous Parkdale.
Like downtown, yeah. It's not bad. I mean, like
downtown.
From where I am, it's where I'm traveling, like Markham and Steele's, where my mom's at. It's the same for doubles. Like I will travel to Islington and Albion for doubles.
I said Albion.
Yeah, for doubles.
Wow.
Yeah, I will travel.
I'll go to Islington and Highway 7 for ribs around that area.
This is in Highway 7 for
that place is amazing.
You told me about that. Yeah.
There's a place called what is it called? Memphis Barbecue.
Nice.
Memphis Barbecue. Ooh, Lord. That's the river. You get that all year round. Rib fest. But yeah. So for the people on in the Queen's University, I hope you guys be safe out there. May you guys study when you guys have to study. Now you can extend it. Just keep in mind that I know you guys pay a lot for tuition, so I hope you guys get the best of what you guys can. You know what I mean? I wonder how it is out there, because I wonder if resources are limited due to COVID. I don't think people should be paying for like the fitness gym membership if they can't use the gyms.
Yo, that's a whole nother
different facilities.
Yo, that's a whole nother scam.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I agree.
Like I specifically don't use a gym and I gotta pay this much for it now. Take it off, man.
So it's like you gotta pay. They're paying for the maintenance of the gym, and then you have to pay for the membership of the gym. You see how they get you?
Disrespectful.
You see how they get you?
Pay to just have it and pay to get into it. Jeez.
Watch the exclusivity. It's crazy. But other than that, what was I gonna talk about? I'm trying to remember. I could speak about this. Just a short little thing. Drake and Kanye concert happened.
For Larry Hoover.
The person
they had,
that they're actually talking about in BMF.
Is it BMF?
Yes.
I get it confused every time, but yeah.
BMF for
his actual son is playing.
And it's an amazing show. BMF is an amazing show. I'll say that. Right now, I'm saying BMF for season versus season. BMF versus Power, and I think BMF is beating Power right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Already?
But they're both written by 50 Cent, though.
Yeah, but the storyline on BMF is the thing right now. To me.
So 50 Cent is on his game.
He he knows what he's doing. He's making a power, like he knows what he's doing. He has money, and then he has another one that he's gonna do. Snoop Dogg's how he got off of the murder case.
Oh,
he has a biopic or whatever coming out with that. Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. And Snoop Dogg is in BMF. He's a pastor.
He's a pastor in BMF.
Oh yes, I do know that.
A pastor.
Yes. It's a good show. Good show. If anybody wants to watch it, and I don't want to spoil it, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But the concert happened. I didn't watch it live. I'm not, didn't watch it live.
You're not into it. Like,
I was dead asleep. I was tired. I've been sleeping crazy with these weird hours. But
wait, Drake and Kanye performed together.
Yeah.
A concert. How is Drake doing this, especially when he has from what I remember, he has those accusations about Travis Scott's whole concert.
That don't matter.
I mean,
that doesn't matter. You're still gonna perform because it's like when it comes to that type of stuff, they'll say it's not. They're already saying it's not their fault. They're saying it's the venue's fault. Everybody's passing blame. So I don't know. Jake was just a special guest. He did his thing and took off.
But like a 1-2 playlist, 1, 2, 3, like a 5-track playlist, and he's just like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. So for the Kanye West concert, they had Sunday service there. They played some songs. They sing some songs. They do like their, the refix of different songs. They did the Adele. What was it what was that Adele song? The one the first single she came out with before her album dropped.
Not Hello.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
That one.
From her new album.
Yeah. I don't know if it was on the album because I didn't listen to the whole album. I'm trying to be a positive person, not trying to go through that toxicity and sadness.
Duly noted. Okay.
So Kanye West but Kanye West did his concert.
Yeah.
And he started first. He brought, I don't know what happened, but he brought out all the classics.
Right.
He pulled out the classics out the gate. He performed Find Your Love by Drake because I think he wrote it. Drake performed one of Kanye's songs, I think 24, off the Donda album. It was good. Drake did. I don't think he did his old song. I think he only did Certified Lover Boy songs. Now, it was an amazing concert. Like for me, aesthetically, it looked wicked. I like the aesthetic. I like how stages are set up. So it was like a white dome with the clouds, like the fog, and it looks like the way I see it looks like they're like on the moon.
Oh, okay.
And they're just doing the moon. They had their hoodies. Kanye said free Larry Hoover. Drake said free the man them. So, quite Toronto-ish, I kind of wished this concert, if I was going to do this concert, is if I was doing this concert and I had it set up for them too, it would be versus format, but not like they hate each other versus format.
Like more like a celebration.
Stages.
Celebration. No. Same stage, but they would go track for track. So Kanye's performing something, Drake is performing something. Kanye's performing something, Drake is performing something. All of their top 10 lists or whatever they want to do.
Right, but then sync it.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to me. But I think maybe it's because it was a Kanye West concert, like supposed to be, and then Drake is the special guest. Maybe that's why it was kind of like, yeah, you couldn't do that. But I mean, if you have the power, I would, just do that. But who knows who knows how this stuff works? They're gonna collect the bag anyway. They're doing this for Larry Hoover, and for some reason, I'm surprised Prime Video got the Prime Video and Twitch got the exclusivity to do this. So I guess they had the bag. Bezos said, I want this over here. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened this week. Another thing. Now, this is more of a theological question, or I don't know if it's theological or whatever question, or I don't know how you put this, but
here we go.
The first question is, would you listen if a crackhead, came up to you guys and said, hey, don't smoke crack?
Okay.
Would you listen?
Yes.
Yeah, because
and they tell you why. They tell you why. They show you why. Why is it like nowadays? Like, I don't know if it's nowadays or just people in general, but like, we've come to an age where it's like, no one can't tell anybody anything. So it's like, if someone's in a toxic relationship, a certain relationship, or bad relationships or whatever, sometimes that person may be wrong, but sometimes you got to listen to a person to say, hey, like, this person is this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's true all the time, but like, how come people don't really take heed to that? Like sometimes I wonder that sometimes.
I guess because whoever is delivering the actual conversation or the saying or the message or the lesson, whatever, it's the same as like that whole concept is do as I say, but not as I do.
Right.
Why would you that would then challenge it? Because it's like, if I'm telling you don't smoke crack, but here I am as a crackhead, I'm telling you to do as I say, but not as I do. But it's like, say you're fine, or like say you're okay, or whatever the case is. Maybe it doesn't look as bad as the effects of what it would be. You would look at that person and be like, you look fine. Why would I not do crack? Come on now. Like, you're okay. It didn't affect you. Like, so maybe that could be one of the reasons why people don't actually like heed the advice. The other could possibly, there's a lack of discernment. My beautiful word that I've learned just recently. But yeah, there's a lack of discernment, being able to recognize what actually is sound and say, distinguish between like, is this in my favor or is this not in my favor? Like, will this benefit me in the long term if I do this, if I actually follow their word? And sometimes it's FOMO, fear of missing out. What? FOMO is real.
Yeah.
I just hope the YouTube censor doesn't pick that up and put another word in front of it. But just repeat that word again. You said
FOMO.
FOMO. Okay. Just
yes. Fear of missing out. It's abbreviation.
Fear of missing out. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes people think that, oh, like you look like you're having so much fun, but then you're telling me not to do it.
That's you want to have all the fun to yourself.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, the people who do generally, probably most likely, yeah, the people who generally say don't do it are usually the people who look like they're having the most fun doing it.
Which, is that actually true? Like, I'm not gonna think
right?
back,
like, say somebody who is a party owner and they like do events and whatever the case is, they will tell somebody don't get into nightlife. But here you are, racking
in
money,
nightlife,
dealing, like in nightlife, doing all this, but you're telling somebody don't do nightlife.
That's kind of like, that's the kind of where I'm getting at in a sense, sort of, because it's like, a lot of people say, don't do this, don't do that, but like,
you don't control my life.
Right. And then sometimes it becomes a way where it's like, oh, they'll tell you why, and then that person will do the most to prove that that's not the case.
Well, I think that's them. That's a them problem, not a you as the person who's like advising. So, because it's also, mind you have to also recognize what is actually advice for you, and some people are actually in your corner while other people are advising you out of envy. So that's another reason.
That's gotta learn to separate the two.
Yeah, and that goes back to the discernment, like whether or not it is really for you, or is this person in favor of you, or are they against you?
Right.
But that is important. Who is sending the message is important. It's very important.
That's if a crack it's
yeah, because like if they're telling you don't do crack, why would I not listen to them? Like I would listen. Right. And especially if they went and said, oh, this is the reason, here's my life story. You don't want to live your life like this.
Then like, some people, right, but some people will be like, well, I just won't have to do the same thing you did. I could smoke crack, but I could just do the same thing and just avoid that part of it. And like, some people's like, don't smoke cigarettes. It's highly addictive. Well, I just won't get addicted, but I don't smoke it.
Right? I won't smoke as much as you did. I won't have as many packs as you would. I wouldn't get an illness from it.
That's mad. That's
and then it's like, I was like, listen, that person's bad news. I'm telling you, that person's bad news. Well, you were trash in your relationship anyway. Okay.
Hey, oh, she's well, okay.
Yeah. All right, well, you hear that. You hear that.
Okay, well, you know what? It's fair. Pot calling the kettle black, I guess. Okay, fair enough. I'll let you stay with there and figure it out. Yeah. And sometimes it does work, and sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like, I don't know. I just don't like the mind. Like, I feel like I'm a person that like to hear everybody out.
Yes.
That's what it all comes down to. For me, it's like, I'd rather hear anybody out. I don't like the attitude when someone says something that you don't like to hear. And then people go, well, I don't want to hear. What? Canceled. I don't want to hear anything you have to say to me from there on in. And it's like,
we're not allowed to have difference of opinions. Like,
and that's the thing. We're already in a world where people have to learn to be tolerable with each other. Mm-hmm. Tolerate the fact that there's gonna be a difference. I feel like there's gonna be a difference in everybody else. So, if there's a difference that, you deem that is like, I guess you don't support, you don't like this is not divide and conquer. Like, I feel like.
But I feel like it's kind of hard not to. Because it's kind of so like the reason why
I swear I didn't smoke anything at all today. I don't smoke. There's just things I think about sometimes.
No, but it's a good question, because I think a lot of people do have that question, because as you said, it's not divide and conquer, but unfortunately the gray part and sometimes what is not said and your openness is like the involuntary acceptance and saying it's okay. But it doesn't mean that you're okay with whatever it is. You're just saying that's you. I accept you as a person, just may not be in agreement to the activities that you partake in. But I'm not going to denounce you as an individual because, say, you're a smoker, for example, So
well, some people believe that you are denouncing them as a individual because you don't support what they are part of.
And that's the thing.
And that's where it becomes a battle. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to say this right now. There's a lot of things that people don't support or whatever. But if an alien comes and it's coming to kill all you guys are better together.
That's like Independence Day. Okay. Like
basically. None of that stuff matters when something superior comes. Yes. None of that matters. And if it does in the midst of a situation where chaos is erupting, you're an idiot. One crew might have the gun and the other crew might have the clips.
Yeah.
And you got to work together.
Yeah.
Put your things aside. But in a world right now where there's so much separation based off whatever things and whatever stuff, to the point that it's hard to tolerate. We're like, we're over here. We're over there.
Mm-hmm. But something.
They say that's brewing.
Some people do things that are non-negotiable.
And that's true, I guess, yeah. Or some things are deemed as non-negotiable based off whatever, right?
Their stances, their standard is. I mean, like just the other day, I was watching an interview and the young lady, she was talking about how she wants a partner, right? And this is her casting them versus us kind of thing, right? Where she was saying that when I have a partner or whoever I'm looking for, she's like, beforehand, this is it. It was, you can't have children.
Bam,
there needs to be no existence of children before our relationship or for us to be serious, right? That could be us versus them. Oh, you had a kid before, you're off the market to me. Yeah, bye. Then she said that she broke that. So she's like, she molded that. She's like, you know what? I've met some people that are actually really great. Then it ended up being that specifically this group now of fathers and single fathers. She's like, if you have multiple kids with multiple women, don't even look in my box, like at all. So,
wow.
Okay.
It's to say like the denouncing, like this, your partner for your life could be, a man who already had a child in a previous relationship. But because you've had a child, it's like you go there, I stay over here and look for whoever it is, Prince Charming, 5 years, give or take. But
which doesn't
all
exist.
That to say, standard. It depends on where your standard is, right? That could be the love of your life, but because of that.
I like to read a quote for you. The best way for a person to learn is to crash into their own beliefs. They're not going to listen to advice. You can send them audiobooks. You can take them to church. But through fire and brimstone, they will learn.
But sometimes that one crash will kill people, though.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, it's too late.
That one crash all it takes. Yeah, there's those who here will feel, but there's some crashes that all it takes is that one crash and you're dead. What do you have to learn then now?
Right? Some people will learn off the first, like, ooh, and they're like, my life.
No. Oh, they'll learn in the afterlife. I
guess I don't know the afterlife.
It'll be one of those things that everything is going well, and it's just like, I'm gonna do what I want. You don't tell me what the what?
Yo,
you know what I mean? And then they just end up somewhere else. They end up in whatever, It's like, I'll do what I want. Don't tell me what to do. It's like,
that's a sad fact, though. Like, you're just like, what?
Why did I end up here?
You take your hand and put it through your body. You're like, what?
What the? How did I? Is this the afterlife? I should have listened.
It's tough.
I was like, I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna do it, and then you just end up here. And you're like, you're back with nature, and that's what it is. But I don't know. That's just, I don't know. That's just the life we live.
It's true, but I get what you're saying, and I understand the concern too. Maybe it's the fact that you're now in a position of maturity that you're recognizing this.
Yeah, probably.
Because who knows? You could have been that person a few years ago, where you don't know that you were actually the person saying, "Hey, I could do whatever." Who are you to tell me about my life? I run it, right?
Yeah.
But you get to a point now, you're just like, why didn't I listen? Like that voice.
It's like, did I really have to walk through that?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm legit going through that as I like just whole year is about reflection, right? So
yeah,
I can say I've been going through that whole concept of just, why did I do that? Why didn't I just stop? Why don't I listen?
Yeah.
Why don't I get it together? And now it's like, it's because I didn't listen to these people. And then I'm like, well, I wasn't going to listen to that person because that person's a idiot.
And that's where it goes back to that. It depends on who's giving the message.
Right. And all these different things. I mean, or some people say, I don't want to listen to you because I don't know your intent.
Yes. Yep, and
I
that's
don't
where
know
it
if
goes
you're actually saying this to support me. Are you
for
saying
me
this,
or
you
against me.
know, are you saying this to twine me up?
Yeah,
Like, and I guess
get me in my feelings.
that's where you got to learn to trust your peoples, and learn who's really there for you, who's really not.
Trying to catch me off guard.
Right.
No, but it's true. But I mean, like, this generation of people, they don't want to deal with adversity, and they don't realize there's actually good lessons and good love if managed in love with adversity. That's the problem. You can't grow without a little bit of adversity. I think
You can't run from it your whole life.
Yeah, and it's very true. You have to confront some of the challenges that you deal with, like, and especially for you to grow. And as they say, you know, whatever lesson you didn't catch the first time, you're bound to repeat it. It's the same reason why we repeat grades. Okay, if you didn't catch it, you're gonna repeat it.
I can say yep, you're right. I can say for me, there's a lot of things I didn't learn until now. I did not learn until now because certain questions weren't being asked. Certain questions I wasn't being asked because, you know, the streets raised. I'm joking, but, you know, a lot of things weren't being asked. A lot of things weren't being asked. Like, now what do you want? It's like, huh? What do I want?
Yeah, it's like everybody wants this and that. But what do you want?
What does that mean? It's like, okay, now you got to start there. It's like, oh God, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you realize that, you know, some people, it's like, you just realize what you want is what other people want. And then this is a lot of things that come with it, that as you grow as a person, you realize.
True. But you definitely have to sit down and answer those questions too. That's the other part. You can't cheat. What they always tell you, that you can't cheat life. You can't cheat life.
You can't cheat.
You can't cheat.
And in this life, there's gonna be people that you might be like, for me, I like, you know, you say keep your friends close and enemies close, or whatever you want to call it. There's people, a lot of people around me, they you know, we have the same perspective, but because someone has a different perspective, sometimes you got to know the perspective they have in order to learn about it, to counter-react it. Yes. Or something like that. That's how I see it. Some people will be saying like, yo, someone will say something, I don't want to hear what they have to say. And I'm like, okay, but that person's going to tell somebody else. That person's going to tell somebody else. And then everybody around you is going to have that mindset because you decided to not listen and not counter-react it or something.
Yeah. You never took time to actually understand what was being
said. What's going on. And some people is just like, some people don't take time to answer. They don't want to. It's just they don't want to hear it, because as soon as they hear something that's not supporting what they're doing,
oh, you a hater.
To hell with you. And it's like, this doesn't get anybody anywhere in life. Because it's ignorance, I would believe so. And it's like, okay, this is justifiable ignorance because they're saying something I don't want to hear. And it's like, okay, well, you know, I don't know how you go. I don't where do we go from here?
Yeah, because sometimes, and it's unfortunate. I've experienced that. I've experienced that with family, with friends, where it's like you don't even finish your thought and they're ready to cut you off, or as they say in today's terms, they're ready to cancel you. Okay,
they're ready to cancel it. Yeah,
right. But the thing is, until you actually get to spit everything out, then they're like, oh, that's what you were trying to say. Yeah, but you never let me finish. You never actually got to digest what was the thought.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? As once Chris Tucker said.
And some people don't want to understand the words, because as soon as you say something that they don't like, they're just like, I don't want to hear you. And it's just like, this doesn't get you anywhere. We need to have the conversation. Get out of your emotions and have the conversation. Because when everything's on the table, now you guys can work a conversation.
It is very hard. A lot of people have a very hard time getting through their emotions.
And that's listening the problem. Right. Some people listen, though. Some people don't listen to it. Some people just listen to respond, you know.
Repeat that one again, because people have to take that.
Some people just listen to respond. I'll be like, you know, put it like this. It's like, you know, I like. So, oh, you like Chips Ahoy? Okay, I like Oreos because you can split them in half. You split your Oreos in half?
You're just like,
what type of cookie do you split in half? I'm like, wait, hold on. Can I finish what I'm saying? That's inhumane to split an Oreo in half. But cookies are made to be made whole.
But it's like a machine gun. Like they just keep going. It's like a.
And they're like, I can't believe a person like you. I am crushed that you split your cookies in half. And I'm like, but it's an Oreo. And the Oreo has cream in the middle. There's various ways you could eat an Oreo. So I decide that I want to eat the Oreo by splitting it in half and dipping it in milk. You don't eat Oreos? That's okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you to split your cookies in half. I'm splitting my Oreos in half. That's the conversation we can have.
Right?
That never happens. That never happens because as soon as you say I'm walking away, I don't want to hear this Oreo cookie splitter. Have you tried Oreos dipped in milk? Like, cookies and milk are not supposed to be. No.
In translation, that's. Would you like to experience that?
Would you? Yeah.
But even so, sometimes they'll be like, you know, I can't talk to you because you dipped your cookies in milk. And it's just like, okay. Everything is good with you. You're cool. Everything is blessed.
Until.
And then I'm not saying that there's certain things you shouldn't question and be like, whoa, something's wrong. But I feel like there has to have the conversation. There has to be a conversation. Why do you feel that way? There's supposed to be a conversation, but I don't think people have the conversation. And I don't think people want to have the conversation because even when you hear something like, I didn't even know Chips Ahoy has chocolate chips, and you can really not believe that, not know that. How do you not know there's Chips Ahoy, chocolate chips and Chips Ahoy? What is the matter with you? That's the most humane thing to know. Like,
you're just like,
yeah. Huh? Yeah, it's like then you're being shamed. It's like, for what? I genuinely
someone not knowing.
People stay on what they call a mega maniacal rant, where they mega like meaning like whatever subject matter they just go off. It's like a stream of water, like just like
right. And then it's like you just sit there and you're just like, I see what you're saying, and I understand everything you're saying, but do you see what I'm saying though? Yeah, but it's wrong. So you can't talk. It's like,
yo, when you get hit with the yeah, wow.
You with the yeah.
And then it's like, and then it becomes okay. But can I explain my concept about my Oreo cookies? You see, because you don't want to listen to my Chips Ahoy and you're still talking about your Oreos, I don't want to talk to you ever again. And that's where things happen. It doesn't help nothing. It doesn't become a productive thing where both sides can learn something about each other or about the concepts of what they have. It just causes another form of division.
So my question is this. Do you think that those who are not able to do it, again, we already recognize it's not that they're listening objectively, or maybe they are, who knows? Maybe they are so passionate in what they're doing or what their belief system is that they feel like they have to project it on others, right? That could be one. Two, is it trauma?
It could be both. It could be one. It could be two.
It could be three.
But it could be three too. But I feel like, in the words of the movie Fences, sometimes you got to take the crookeds with the straights.
What?
Sometimes you got to take the crookeds with the straights. You ever heard about that?
Sometimes you got to take the crookeds with the straights.
Sometimes you gotta use the broken crayon as much as you use a brand new crayon.
Okay. That's a better answer. I like that one better.
You know what I mean?
Can't throw a whole
But
book.
there's
They
a
all
lesson in
have the
everybody.
same. There's a lesson in everybody, and once you like, some people like, oh, I can respect people based off their differences, and you can tolerate people based off their differences, because let's be known, if something else comes that's past your both of your differences, you two have to work together. Let's be real.
Sometimes
If
that's
you
hard for
watch
people.
X-Men, watch X-Men, what was it? Days of Future Past. It became a point where the two guys that have different ways of doing a job have to work together now. When if they just worked together before, the world wouldn't have been in chaos.
It would have been chaos, yeah.
But hey, that's neither here or there, though. That's
just talking about Magneto and the Brotherhood with
right,
Professor Xavier's X-Men.
Right. It's not about, but anyway, but that's not even. I'm not gonna talk about that before
they missed it.
A lot of people missed the mark, and they, I may be dumb, but I'm not dumb. I'm not that. Dumb is objective, just as it's crazy. You know, a lot of things, I don't know.
They're both a little subjective, so
a lot of things are subjective, I guess. Yeah. You know, I swear I'm not. Yeah, but anyway,
that's so funny.
We can wrap it up today. We can wrap it up.
Hey man, for advice for that, people just need to just listen.
Just listen.
Right? You have 2 ears for a reason.
Just
thank you.
Like, just learn to listen to listen. Don't listen to respond. Let people actually get their points across. Let people actually like process what they're saying.
That's why people tell me all kinds of stuff, because I just listen to listen. People tell me all kinds of stuff. Like,
in addition to it, let people say what they have to say, but take the time to digest it, understand it, and then make your decision whether you want to stay or not.
Because sometimes, one thing I notice, some people that have issues, if you just listen instead of just bashing and killing and whatever, if you listen, you might find the source of the issue
or the answer.
You find it if you just let people keep talking and say what they need to say, and you find out the source. You're like, so it's not this, it's this. You're going through something, or you were taught something, or you believe in something. And you got to learn to understand that. Like, don't be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to cancel you out because of it. Oh, you believe in this? You're garbage to me. Okay. That's how you create villains. But hey, that's a different story. That's a whole different thing because, hey, I don't know, man. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Do you guys have anything to plug?
Ooh, excuse me. Sneezed on the beat because the beat got no, I'm joking. I got the studio. I got the studio with 3 Z's because it's the studio you shouldn't sleep on. Hey. So definitely check out ZZZ.studioto on Instagram and or go to the website at www.zzstudio.ca because we're Canadian. Yeah, check out the stuff there. And lately I've been doing a bit of online IG live fitness. So if you ever want to join on Wednesday or Friday, Wednesday we do Walk Up Wednesday, which is all about melting your waistline. So a lot of cardio. And Friday is Freak Friday, so it's a flexibility class. So yes. Okay. But yeah, that's all I got.
So if you want to bend up in a sitting minute, then go do what you have to do there.
On the Friday.
Yes. Okay. Dalpesh, what do you got?
Done the drill. DELNIJIRO, aka bring the crown with me everywhere I go, aka Captain Corners, aka someone made a comment before of why I carry a pocket knife, but you know, I usually, because it's a multi-tool, you know, you can cut things and you can slice things, you can screw things in. That's what I carry.
Hold on. What was the whole concept of the Captain Corners? Explain that for the people.
Oh, basically, I'll really explain it on an afterpod, but for the G-rated version, I'll just say that when it comes to a hallway that has a large space,
you post up in a corner.
I can post up in any corner. I'll put it like that. Yeah, any corner.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
AKA handsome, pretty.
Handsome, pretty. All right.
Because ASAP Rocky Cousins was pretty, but I'm like, no, that's a little too much. It's too much anything. So I say handsome, pretty.
Nice.
You're ridiculous, sir. You are ridiculous.
Sometimes, like you don't have time to. Sometimes I have my hair, not mush up, but like I don't have time to style my hair and do all that. That's pretty stuff. That's too much pretty stuff. Let's put that pretty stuff after the handsome for or the handsome.
Oh Lord.
You know, so.
I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Put a few rings.
I'm listening.
Shout out to all the Black people who are wearing this. I think
this?
I think collectively we're all on timing because some big protection thing.
What is this though? I got it and I was told to wear it. It's a magnetic bracelet, right?
It's magnetic.
Oh, you got the magnetic one? No, I have mine.
So what does this do?
I have my chakra one.
Protects you against the evil spirit than the duppy.
This is a duppy. This is a duppy wrist.
It's an anti-duppy wrist. Yes.
Like Ben 10.
I wish I was joking.
Protects you.
Don't tell me this is an anti-duppy wrist. I thought this was like helping for your blood flow and stuff like that.
Yes, it is. It's very good for you. Yes, it's that.
I thought he's being sarcastic or.
That's for duppy. I swear I'm gonna be so mad.
But it's
I don't like no witchcraft sin. I don't like no witchcraft sin. Next you know the duppy gets mad in my room. He's like, what the hell are you doing? And throws a book on the floor. I'm like, what the.
I can't.
Just tip a book like that's a bit much.
Not gonna lie.
For those who don't understand what a duppy is a evil spirit. Okay, good.
Specifically, an evil spirit.
Well, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. Not all ghosts are evil.
Defined as a ghost. Yes.
No, I sure duppy is like a specifically mischievous ghost spirit. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
But anyways,
I was saying the other day that I was cracking this joke. I think some, in my head, I kind of was cracking this joke. I'm like, if all hell fails, I'm gonna start. If things don't work out, hey, Obia, my name is Jay Ahmed. How are you doing? I'm about to walk some hobby up in here.
Yeah, whoa.
So hiya.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
what?
I'm joking. I will never do that. And I should have run that joke. Next you know they watch someone. But I am covered by the blood of Jesus Christ. Okay? So if you think that your Obia thing, my prayers, you have another thing covered. Because every knee will bow and every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord.
Just tell the people what you do. Stop this.
Yeah,
I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. You can follow me at Jay Herneville on Instagram. I still haven't changed my name. I'm gonna change it in the new year.
I don't know what happened.
You follow me on Blizzard Boys Coldest Pod. You follow me on Twitch at Lou Pistols. I'm still looking for acting roles for the new year, or do my own skits or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm looking for actors roles. So you guys want to help me? Thanks. If you guys have something I could be a part of, cameos or something, I don't mind trying to be a villain or some type of acting role, and then something, and it's okay if you don't have nothing for me because I'm gonna do it myself regardless soon. So you better you know yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm joking, but yeah, um I'm trying to get myself out there with these roles and all these other things, voice acting, narration, because I can do the voice, for any type of situation. You know, this is Jay Hunterville speaking in a lovely voice. I hope this does something for you. I don't know if it does, but yeah, G98.7. I'm joking. But yeah, other than that's all. That is all I have. If you have any questions, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. We're on IG at the Vent Pod on IG, Twitter, Facebook Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, everything. And if we're not there, let us know and we'll be there. Okay. And yeah, you guys be safe out there.
Definitely.
Because the Omarion is out here touching everybody.
Yo, we forgot to mention the quote. They're saying next year, first it's 3,000 cases by January. Then they just jumped up to 14,000 cases a day.
Yeah, 1,400 right now.
So I don't know, man.
You guys pop your garlic cloves a day. The cloves of garlic and honey. It's time to get back to the natural stuff. Get back to that natural sitting, the remedies, lemon juice and all them sitting there. But thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, share our things, man. Share our posts, share it to the people. Let them, see what we're doing here. And this is the Vent. We out.